Hello, and welcome to day 4. I am super excited for today. Clairvoyance is one of my favorite things to work with. So if you haven't already seen it in the units, there is an exercise. I posted a picture of my jewelry box with one item inside. Before you work on this, make sure that you have grounded, cleared your energy, and shielded. Hi, Pam. And then see if you can connect with the energy of that jewelry box and see if you can see the item that's inside. I'm going to post a picture with the reveal of what is actually inside of it sometime tonight. So just see if clairvoyance, I guess I should explain what that is before I start. Clairvoyance is spirit sight. So this might show up for you as seeing images with your physical eyes. Sometimes I see them like see spirits or like shields or I can't think of the word. Not a vortex, like a portal. Anyway, sometimes I see people or spirit animals or things that are of the spirit nature with my physical eyes, but they are more translucent. They're not as opaque as living things that are in the physical realm right now. The other way that you might be able to see them is an image that comes right here in this part of your head. This is where your third eye chakra is located. So you might have images come to this part of your head. So when you're working with clairvoyance, this exercise that we're doing today is a really good way for you to develop that. You can also have somebody put an object in a box for you and try to tune into that and see what you get from it. Or you can have somebody hide an object somewhere in your house and see if you can tune into the layout of your house and figure out where that item is hid. Both of these exercises work really well for developing clairvoyance. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's one that's really fun. I will say that when you're working with any of these spiritual gifts, that you need to feel like you're safe to develop it. So we talked about this a little bit the other day. If you are scared of what you might see or scared of developing this quality, you can work with EFT, with tapping through the points, like the karate chop or the ones that go along your face, or we talked about just tapping on your sternum. I am safe. I am safe to see. I am safe to develop this gift. Just kind of whatever, try to tune into whatever that fear is. It might be fear of being judged by others or what others might think of you. Maybe fear that you're going to change the person if you start developing a different gift. So just kind of try to feel into whatever that fear is and work with it, because fear is kind of a defense mechanism that we have, and it's usually not something that's real. Even if that bad thing that we're afraid of does happen, it's usually far less intense, not near as scary as we think that it's going to be. Like, we build up in our minds to be so much worse than it actually will be. So I don't have a whole lot that I wanted to talk about with this. I just wanted to give you some ideas on how you can work with it and how you can build it. I don't know if any of you are watching live. Do you have any questions about clairvoyance that I can maybe answer for you? Okay, I'm not seeing any other comments or questions coming in, but if you have anything else, drop them in the comments of this thread, and I will answer them as they come in. So that's it. I'm going to sign off for tonight. We're going to do something similar to this tomorrow with I can't remember which gifts I said we're going to work with tomorrow, but whichever ones I have on the schedule. There's some other ones that I'm I have a paid energy clearing group, and I'm hosting the second part of this in that paid group next week. So it's free if you're in that paid membership group. If you do want to purchase part 2 of this course, it's going to be more of like the Claire gifts, like remote viewing, psychometry. I'm not sure how to say that one, but some of the other more developed spiritual gifts that you can have, not the ones that are super common. We're going to work on those next week in my group. But if you don't want to join the group, you can also purchase this full course. I will post some details as we get closer towards the end of this week. And if you have any questions, I have posted a Q&A thread. Oh, that's awesome. Do you know which clairs you have, Pam? There's a bunch of them. A lot of people are familiar with clairvoyance, but not necessarily some of the other ones. So yeah, if you do want to join part 2 of this, I will post some details as we get closer towards the end of this week. And I posted a Q&A thread in the group. Okay, feeling. That's a good one. I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with clair empathy sometimes. Do you feel like you're an empath? No worries. Maybe I will post a list of the other clairs in this group so that you have an idea of what the other ones are, and where I know you said that you are working on developing some of your energy healing and some of the spirit type of stuff. Oh, I am for sure an animal empath. People too, but much stronger for animals. I tune into animals a lot more strongly. My English is great tonight. Than animals, or than people, I mean. Energies from places. I just had a thought that popped up. I have another gift that is very similar to clairvoyance. It's not remote viewing, although I can do that sometimes, like finding objects that people have lost inside of their house. But I can see the things that are happening real time in photographs that people post. So like people will post pictures on my news feed, and I can see like the spirits that are with them, or animals or other things that are kind of going on with them. That one I don't. Are you saying same to having the same gift, Pam? I don't know what to call it. It's not very common. No, okay. Anyway, I don't know what to call this one. I've met a few other people that have the same thing, but it's kind of fun to work with. So anyway, okay, so back to the Q&A thread that I was talking about. If you have questions about intuition or anything else that I haven't covered already this week, you can drop them into that thread. It's posted under day 6. If I have a bunch of them, I might do a live Q&A answer session. If not, I will just go through and answer them on the thread that comes in if there's just a few of them. I'm not sure what to call it either, Pam. Pam says, I'm not sure what you're talking about because I've hardly seen spirits. That's okay. If you do develop clairvoyance, or if you already have it already, it might not be spirits that you see. I think everybody's gifts vary a little bit from person to person. So what you see is usually specific to you and what you need to develop, and whatever gifts your guides feel like would be beneficial for you to develop in this lifetime, I think is what shows up. Which is not to say that you can't develop other gifts or other aspects of that gift if you don't already have them. Because you can totally do that. You can decide that you want to work on like clairgustance, for example, for being able to taste. And once you practice those, then those will start showing up for you as well. I think everybody has the ability. It's just whether or not you develop it. So Well, I think that is everything that I had for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'm going to post the reveal for today's picture in a little bit. Hope you all have a great night, and we will see you back here for tomorrow will be day 5. Have a great night.